Howdy, we're talking about section 5.6. This is parallel and perpendicular lines. And so just a quick note here, parallel lines have the same slope. So I'll say parallel has the same slope. So if two lines are parallel and one of their slopes is 3/2, then the other line has a slope of 3/2. They're just exactly the same. Kind of silly to write that out. So two lines that are parallel have the same slope. If two lines are perpendicular, so if two lines are perpendicular, they are opposite reciprocals. That's the fancy way of saying it. Let me scooch this up here. They are opposite reciprocals. Sorry, gotta mess that up. Opposite reciprocals, though. Reciprocal means to flip it over. Opposite means change the sign. So an example of that, if one slope is 3/4, the other slope is -4/3. So they are opposites because one's positive and one's negative. And they are reciprocals because it is flipped over. So 3/4 becomes 4/3. So that's how you know if two lines are perpendicular. So a problem that you'll see in this section, I'm going to scooch this up a little bit. A problem might say, look, I want the line that is parallel to, let's say y equals 2/3 x minus 1. And it goes through the point 12,5. Okay, well, if it's parallel to this line, then the slope is 2/3, and there's a point on the line. I could just use point-slope form. So y minus the y-coordinate, which is 5, times the slope, then x minus the x-coordinate, which is 12. Okay, so if I want a line that's parallel to this line through this point, copy the slope, put in the point, the y-coordinate there, and the x-coordinate there. Now, the problem might also say, hey, put this in slope-intercept form. So we can also do a little bit of work here to put this in slope-intercept form, and it usually will say that. So the first thing I'm going to do is distribute the 2/3. So it'll be 2/3 times x, and 2/3 times 12. Well, 12, basically, if you take it times 2 divided by 3. So 12 times 2 is 24, divided by 3 is 8. Okay, we're almost in slope-intercept form now. Just need to add the 5. And -8 plus 5 is -3. So the answer there, a line that's parallel to this line but goes through the point 12,5, is y equals 2/3 x minus 3. And if you graph both of these lines, they would be parallel to each other. They would never touch. And this line would go through the point 12,5. Okay, I have a try it for you. I'm going to get a separate piece of paper just for the sake of my room. You don't need to get a separate piece of paper. Try it. Let me see what I've written here. Find a line. Try it. I want a line that is perpendicular to y equals 1/3 x minus 1. And I also wanted to go through the point to 4. Okay, so think about the slope that's going to be perpendicular to that, and use the point, use point-slope form, and then put it in standard form as well just for practice.